Hey yogis, let's squeeze 20 or 30 minutes in today. We'll arrive to a seat to begin. Taking this time to bring awareness to breathing. Follow it all the way in and all the way out, inviting it to slow. Take another good full cycle of deep in and out breath. And let's bring hands onto the heart center, bowing the chin. I'll share just this singular idea from yoga, which is to consider that the yogic view says that consciousness is the stuff of the universe. Consciousness is within and without. And in this way of thinking, once our earthly form is no more, the consciousness continues. Let that hit you however it does, but take a second to consider how your perception and view of consciousness impacts the way you are in the world. Take a moment. Let us chant an Om, exhaling, breathing in. Let's take the hands back behind. You can even interlace them, so you send the shoulders way down as you take your head over to one side, taking big breaths into the neck. Then send the head back a little ways. And back farther still. Back up to neutral. Same thing, shoulders way down, head over to the other side. Let's breathe into that opening through the neck, long breaths. Tilt the head a little bit backward. Back farther still for the stretch of it. You might be moving the jaw around. And then head back up to neutral. Let's get a quick twist to your left. Stay tall as you look over the shoulder. Through center, twisting the other way. And then back at center. Let's sit high up on knees, reach all the way up. And then take hands down, empty out, really tuck your tail in cat pose today. Make your way to cow. Try to bend from mid-back, sits bones roll high. Savor it. Just one more. Exhale, empty out. Inhale, arching the back. And then find neutral. Hug the belly up. Let's get right into an early downward facing dog. Bending each knee deeply. Long in the neck. You'll sweep the right leg out behind. Still just warming up. Place this foot outside your right hand. Keep the heart light as you rock just a couple times. Walk your hands to the left, parallel through feet, and then wave your spine left and right. Left toes are going to point out, bend into that knee, so you're visiting with Skandasana at the depth that makes sense. Okay, come up through wide legs and pivot over to frame the foot. Step right back into downward facing dog, and we can wave it forward this time. Rock yourself forward and back. Pause at the top, take an inhale, and then exhale, lower all the way to belly. Lifting for cobra. Dip low, come onto knees. Get into child's pose. We won't be here long, but just get supple at the low back. Walk your hands to the left. And over to the right. And then back at the middle. Come on back to downward facing dog. Sweeping your left leg up. Place that foot outside your left hand. Keep the heart lifting. Rock just a couple times. And walk your hands over to the right with parallel feet. Bow down and wave the spine left and right. Point the right toes out, put a bend in this knee, visit with Skandasana, any depth. Strong legs to get you back to wide leg fold, and then pivot around to frame the left foot. Step again into downward facing dog. Weave forward right away, taking chaturanga or the ground into your back bend. And downward facing dog. Step or leap the feet halfway up the mat and press your belly towards your kneecaps. We'll get this version of kind of a forward fold for the stretch. And then make your way to the top, flatten the back, fold down. Lead with your heart, stand up tall, palms touching above you, and arms by your sides for Tadasana. Connect. Get empty. Going to do just a half salute to start. So inhale, reaching up. Exhale, dive down. Inhale, flat. Exhale, fold again. Inhale, lead with heart, stand all the way to top. Tadasana. Come back and reaching upward. Exhale to dive downward. Inhale, flat. Exhale, step the left foot back. Again, rock with it. This time, keep the left hand here, roll the right arm to the sky, just about 3 breaths to revolve and get active in the legs. Take a peek down, walk the hands to the left again, parallel through feet. And again, let's just slide the body left and right. Point the left toes out, visit down low with Skandasana. Powerful legs this time take us up to Warrior Two. Let's pause once we're up there. Reach the legs deeply away from each other. Straighten your left leg, stay broad across the front body, and then take Trikonasana. You might never touch the weight down onto the bottom fingers. It's up to you. Strong belly, long spine, gaze up high. Get empty. Inhale, reaching all the way up. Soften the right knee. Let's just circle down to frame the foot and take a flow however you'd like to take it. Meeting at downward facing dog. Step or leap the feet halfway up the mat. Press your belly towards your kneecaps. Really try to close the gap this time between your belly and your thighs. Looking forward, make your way to the top any way you like to get there. Flatten the back. Fold down. Rise high. Neutral. Come back in, reaching upward. Diving down. Inhale, flat. Exhale, right foot steps all the way back. Rock a couple times. This time, right hand stays, left arm reaches up. Swivel the chest. Get active through that back leg. Big breathing. Find an inhale. And exhale, roll down. Walk your hands to the right as you parallel your feet. Invited to sway the torso left and right. Pointing the right toes out. Come on low into Skandasana. Powerful legs take us up to Warrior Two, facing the front. An active reach away through the legs. Straighten this left leg. Stay open across the front body as you create triangle. You don't even have to put weight into that bottom set of fingers if you don't want to. Strong belly. Stay wide open as you gaze up. Soft lips. Good, empty. Inhale, standing all the way up, reach up. And then soften the left knee so we can circle down and around. Frame the foot. Take the flow however it is you'd like to go. Into downward facing dog. If you wish to, play with some spinal undulation. Start by rolling the pelvis forward and back. Like the spine is a rope, take it up to the mid and upper back if possible. Play around. And then walk your hands halfway back. Well, let's not stop there. Walk them all the way back. So you can dangle in a forward fold, grab hold of elbows, or even wrap your arms around your legs. But just let's get a proper fold. And then looking forward, walk your hands back to the top. Okay, let's send the hips over to the right. You can bend your knees a little bit and even point the knees up high. You're starting to flirt with side plank here. And if you want to, lighten the load on your left fingers. Some of you will even grab hold of your right arm. Let's breathe into it wherever we are. Okay, two options coming up. One is to roll the left hand down, roll all the way over, step behind, and take a wild thing. If wild thing is just not for you today, I'm going to come with you to set knees down and take camel instead. Come on up. Plant the hands, make your way back to downward facing dog. Send the seat way over to the left. You can bend your knees again. Even point the knees almost up. And then lighten the load on your right hand until you're flirting with side plank or coming all the way in. Some of you will grab hold of this left arm. Same thing, two options. One is to roll onto the right hand, step all the way back with left foot for wild thing. Another is set both knees down. Let's get a camel instead. Yogi's choice. Come on up wherever you are. From downward facing dog, we'll actually set the knees right down. Shifting into child's pose or puppy. If you're taking puppy, you might even grab the mat in front of you. Press your chest and chin down and roll the sits bones high. Climb out of it. Find some seated stuff. Let's take this left heel forward, extend the right leg long. Open the angle up quite a bit. Now I'll give you a choice. We're going to do a revolved style of fold. You can stay like this or even get yourself into a half lotus that's like super wide. How open can the heart remain? You can play around. Come all the way up, and we will switch the sides. Right heel comes in, we'll open that angle. Some of you will take this into half lotus, it's quite wide open. Sit tall, twist to the right so you can create your revolved fold. It's all about how open the heart can be. Explore. Let's come on up, extend both legs, roll the knees out, come on into soles of the feet together. And peel the feet open, send the knees down low. You might want to sit up onto some height. We're going to sneak a Baddha Konasana in here. Come all the way up. Let's extend the legs, open them really very wide. And then we'll take a fold with the option of sitting up onto some height if you'd like to. Love to get into the legs this way. Climb on up. Okay, I'm going to give you just one kind of core-shaped or core-centric, almost arm balance, Lolasana variation. It's actually going to be a way to learn the jump through or to just refine or maintain your jump through. So blocks do help. If you don't have blocks, you can be on knuckles or palms. We're going to sit on the knees, cross one foot over the other. The idea is to draw the knees into your chest, tuck the feet under your body, helps to scoop the pelvic bowl, so like tuck the tail underneath you, and you'll try to extend your legs into L-sit and then sit down. We'll see how it feels. Take an inhale first. Then go lift the knees, flex the feet, extend the legs, and sit it all down. Before we go backwards, let's flex the feet. Take a fold. Climb up to sit tall, place the hands a good bit behind you, bend the knees. Open through your chest, fingers are going to face your body. Let's do a reverse tabletop, strengthen and activate through the back body. Lift your seat, and even be lifting through the ribs if possible. Gaze is anywhere that feels comfortable. Let's go for 5 full breaths, squeezing the seat. And then set it down. So with legs extended, we're going to go back the other way. Once again, place your hands on. You can even cross ankles if you want to. You're going to lift the knees, tuck them under you, and sit down back on the shins. Ready for it? Take an inhale. And go. Okay, we did one way. We're going to do it one more time. Okay. Cross the feet again, maybe the different feeling foot on top. If you used blocks before, maybe you're ready to get rid of them now. Take a breath in. And exhale, like a tight little ball. Ball, 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 ball. Extend the legs, set it all the way down. I'd love to know how you did with it. No worries, no matter what. Let's hug the knees in, grab hold of the feet, and extend the legs. Try to balance right on your sits bone, so it's worth like scooching around. The tendency will be to be behind the sits bones, but see if you can be right on top of them or get close. Extend and lift the gaze. Long in the low back if you can. All right, and then as we release, we're gonna cross on the way, come right back to where you were, if you can, sitting right on shins. Okay, now is a great time to sneak in any last thing that you were craving today, shoulder stand, headstand, handstand, one more back bend, whatever it is. But I'm ready to send us into Shavasana, so we can do that now. Alternatively, you might take a seated meditation. On my yoga site, we do 1 hour practices every week, and we are starting to do at least 5 minutes of meditation toward the end of each practice. If you're looking for a community to kind of support you. Let's recline. Can the body be so still that it feels like your consciousness is not limited to its perimeter? Please, of course, stay longer if you have the luxury of doing so. In case not, let's take deeper breaths and get some stretching. We'll climb up for a seat. Thank you so much for being here, Yogi. And hey, at the time of this recording, I have a few spots left in my 200-hour teacher training. This is 2024. I'm running it once a year, so feel free to check it out at leighabutleryoga.com. You'll find it, Leigha, Leigha, butleryoga.com. Be well. Stay in touch.